Former BBC Breakfast presenter Dan Walker was a guest on the latest instalment of James Martin's Saturday Morning, where he opened up about his career to the ITV chef. When James served up his tuna tartare with salmon roe, Dan had a confession to make. It was the first time James had made the trial dish to anyone, so Dan was his guinea pig. Dan shared with James why he followed a career in journalism as the chef started to prepare a dish inspired by his travels to Turkey. The 45-year-old broadcaster revealed he felt God gave him the gift of being able to use words well, which is why he pursued a career in journalism. Dan moved from his presenting role on BBC Breakfast to hosting Channel 5 News last year. He was on BBC Breakfast between 2016 and May 2022. James had rustled up a succulent tuna tartare with salmon roe, lime poppadoms and yuzu dressing. Davina McCall's appearance sparks concern on The Masked Singer as James served Dan the tuna dish. The former BBC Breakfast presenter admitted, "This is a big moment for me. I've done quite a lot of TV, but I have never tasted something a professional chef has cooked for me. So I have always wanted to do this." A surprised James replied, "What? Really? Well, this is a test dish." As the broadcaster tucked into the tuna, he was blown away by the taste and texture. Dan added, "Watching how much love you poured into that, I thought it would taste good, but it actually tastes about 10 times better than that." He gushed at how delicious the mayonnaise James used was and highlighted how tasty the combination of flavors was. James had made his own mayonnaise with egg yolks, Dijon mustard, lime juice and herb oil to complete the dish. Dan Walker left struggling over Harry and William Rowe. Reaction: Dan Walker pays touching tribute to best player ever Pele. Tribute: Jeremy Clarkson continues to criticize Meghan Markle amid backlash. Insight: the recipe was served with spring onions, coriander and red amaranth on top. Ahead of tucking into the dish, Dan explained why he felt he was in a privileged position. He said of his job, "You can be a sword for people who can't fight, and you can be a shield for people who can't defend themselves. And you can seek the truth, and you can actually change the world for people. I think that is an extremely privileged place to be in." James agreed as Dan went on to admit there was also a lot of responsibility involved with his role. Dan also spoke about being inspired by brave individuals he has met throughout his career who he has been able to interview about their achievements and struggles. James Martin's Saturday Morning airs on ITV from 9:30 a.m. on Saturdays.